Maybe the connection is that there is no connection.
Somewhere in this city, there's a mob-owned casino in the sewer. Now I've heard everything. This is so weird.
Ursa Meyer, report to Cybercrime. Agent Meyer to Cybercrime.
I think one of them will pop up and take with us.
Adam Jensen.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Things got pretty hairy in the back. Things got pretty hairy in Dubai.
Fully urgent. Urgent. Catering orientation. Agent Norman, report to Agent Green. Fully urgent.
Terrible for his way.
He walked straight into an ambush. These guys might as well be ghosts.
Do the Jinn still believe what
Never got an official okay from
We need to know.
so
These are the chances he knows. Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, Aria, yeah, it was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there,
I'm alright.
Good. You looking for him? Because he's tied up right now, a meeting with Lyon, I think.
Really? He's using the NSN right now?
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh, hey, that reminds me, here's yours.
What's this?
The card for the shooting range. Chang changed all the codes this morning, said something about only giving access to people he's vetted personally. The bombing really freaked him out. Third one in 6 months, can you believe it? I'm really glad you're okay.
Thanks, Arya. I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Yeah, I better get back downstairs. It's gonna be a busy day. Come by later if you want to talk.
Copy that.
Agent Nolan, report to Agent Creed. Fully urgent.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Alex, the whisper chip is in.
Weird, it's already picking up a freak. Jesus, Adam, is Miller in there right now?
Shit, gotta go.
Jensen, I need to see you, now!
Malfunctioning augmentation. Opponents of the legislation.
You think one of them would...
Agent Jensen reporting for duty, sir. Tried to do it earlier, but you were on a conference call.
Yeah, I was. Should I be worried about you, Jensen?
Sorry.
That blow you took to your systems. It's not messing with your head or anything, making you do things.
I'm not gonna go crazy and start attacking people, if that's what you're worried about.
You've been checked out then. The problem with your orgs is gone.
I took care of it.
Good, good. God knows, with all that's happened, I need you at 100% right now.
You sounded pissed when you called me in. Everything okay?
Don't ever leave the field, Jensen. You'll regret it. As soon as you strap a desk to your ass, you'll be swimming in goddamn politics.
The boss is giving you trouble?
What? Oh, that. No, the trouble's state police. They're pushing us out of the Ruzicka investigation. I want you over there to make sure that doesn't happen.
You're putting me on the train station attack? Not Dubai?
Forget Dubai. McCready's handling it.
With all due respect, we were blindsided in Dubai, and those mercs put up one hell of a firefight. I'd like to know who they were.
They were augmented, Jensen. Chances are this will lead right back home.
To the train station attack?
Maybe. It's possible. But we won't know for sure if we don't investigate both. Mac's a solid agent. I'm confident he'll dig up something on the gold masks. In the meantime, I want you looking into Ruzicka before the state police fuck up our crime scene.
Yes, sir. You said they're trying to push us out?
I sent Fletcher in this morning to oversee evidence collection. Seems he's being detained because he hasn't checked in since.
They can't lock us out. The Czech Republic signed our UN mandate agreement. They gave us jurisdiction over terrorist investigations.
Yeah, well, the former director of their security information services runs state police now. He's come up with a loophole, claiming this attack falls under the homegrown terror exemption.
Homegrown? He's saying it's ARC? The Augmented Rights Coalition?
I don't care what he's saying. He may even be right. I just want us in there so we can find out.
So where do I start?
Technically, you're supposed to speak to our psychologist before getting back into action.
I don't need a shrink.
Convenient because she's not in the office right now, and I don't want to waste any more time.
So how do I get to Ruzicka? Public transportation's not stopping there.
It will for you once I make a phone call. Head to the metro and call me when you're there. Good luck, Agent.
Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective.
Did you go to Singh's Memorial? No, I never met the guy.
The electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the U.S., millions of workers lost their jobs when the collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, folks, the collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praise the underground media wants to sing. This is Eliza Cassan,
God, man, I
reporting
want
to
to
you
retreat into my
live
skull.
from Picus. Ariel is constantly bringing you the best and the latest technology. Our portable data solutions have massive storage.
I hate this. I really hate this.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
Ariel, up in the stratosphere.
Look, I'm going as fast as I can.
In-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration.
You'd think one of them would pop up on
This
some list
legislation,
somewhere.
if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all
I guess
First
the
the Dubai
transit
mission,
authority
and now the
isn't in
train
much of a
station.
hurry as you are then.
This is a week for the record books.
individuals who fail to comply will be arrested.
This is my third overtime shift this month.
If we want to catch Janus, we're going to have to get creative because nothing we're currently doing.
Especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunction.
Is there something I can help you with, Agent?
I hear you're on point looking into the gold mask mercs that hit us in Dubai. Any leads yet?
Christ, I know I'm good, Jensen, but I've only been on it for 5 minutes.
A lot can happen in 5 minutes, McCready. You checked with the ME yet? Get anything off the bodies we recovered?
Leftovers are on ice at the Oman substation. I've been told they were scrubbed clean as summer whites. No prints, no dental, no nothing.
So in other words, it's no steps forward and 2 steps back.
And it's a fact made especially fucking infuriating because we lost a good agent in the process. It was our job to keep Singh safe, and we failed. I think we both deserve to take that on the chin.
No arguments here.
Oh, good! Glad we agree on one thing, at least. Now, don't we both have investigations to get back to?
Yeah. But tell me, why do you think the bodies from Dubai were sent to Oman?
Fuck knows. Rumor is that Oman was pissed that we got the green light for the gig in the first place. Can't blame them, really.
You don't think it's strange we got the call over them?
I stopped questioning the logic of the big noise a long time ago. What I'm told is we were the only team ready to go.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So then you know what I know. Got everything?
How the hell did you get such a sunny disposition anyway, McCready?
Knowing about me is not going to make us friends, Jensen. But I'll humor you. Fine. I joined regular army straight out of secondary school, made UKSF at 25 and was recruited into the SRR 4 years later.
Special Reconnaissance Regiment. That's an elite unit.
Oh yeah, it was very glamorous. All champagne and blowjobs.
So what happened?
After 12 years hunting terrorist shitbirds across every desert on the face of the earth, I found there was no fucking end to the evil this world churned out. I couldn't see the point in what we were doing anymore. So I quit.
So what brought you back to the life?
I suppose it was purpose. A tool without a job to do can only grow rust. So here I am, back in it, serving my purpose. As a tool yourself, mate, you should understand that, yeah?
Yeah, I'll see you around, McCready.
Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the human restoration
God, my eyes want to retreat into my skull.
Your guess is as good as mine.
This is so weird. There was another attempt to breach our firewall.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
Unbiased and impartial.
Is it or is it not a probable target?
Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom?
Exfil is impossible. The LZ is totally overrun.
Underground websites and
There was another attempt to breach our firewall last night.
Juggernaut Collective. An elusive group of vigilantes.
Now I feel worse than before.
These journalists overlook.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
Where's that train station casualty report?
Right here. No
I
change
can't
from
get any
last hour.
data off the stick we pulled from Singh's
State police are playing stingy with sharing evidence.
Agent Singh. It's all corrupted.
Thanks. Keep digging.
And they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president.
They're like serial
Millions of workers lost their
I'll
jobs,
run it through a few filters, see if I can clean it up.
causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt.
No one's claimed responsibility.
These are the chances he knew he was taking. I feel terrible for him.
Smart move. They don't want to be caught in the dragnet.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Access granted.
I'd rather not say what this reminds me of. Things got pretty hairy in the lab. These are the crises.
Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Dallas Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Gulag complex. Dr. Rucker...
No, it's the right call. I'm relieved, to be honest.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
Reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
No, that's not consistent with the train station.
Last night, the collective published the tax returns of the 50 richest people in Switzerland.
I highly doubt
It made for some very interesting reading.
Cute. But they're never going to beat the time they broadcast that sweatshop footage during the halftime show.
Am I hearing things? Are you two actually praising?
Jensen, we need... My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
I'm gonna need more information about this snoop of yours.
I don't know for sure that our cover's been blown, but if it has, we need to know before our enemies have a chance to do something about it.
You really think there's a risk here? Maybe someone's just poking around the fake website of a fake company.
If someone points a gun at me, I assume it's loaded. If someone hacks into the website of the company that serves as our cover, I assume they're doing it for a bad reason.
Such as?
Everything depends on who they are and what they know. But we're in the business of dealing with terrorists. If those terrorists find out where we are...
TF-29 likes its privacy.
Sure. More importantly, Chang likes being in one piece. Unlike you, I don't just brush off explosions.
You got an MO in this hacker?
At first I thought it might be the Collective.
But you're not convinced?
Not Janus's style to leave crumbs this big. But whoever it is, they risk exposing us. If the Collective ever found out where we operate, My God, Jensen.
Maybe Janus knows already.
Hey, don't say shit like that. I get nervous enough as it is.
What can you tell me about our front company?
Praha Dovos was designed to be forgettable. The kind of place you walk by 100 times and still can't remember.
It obviously caught someone's attention. What happens if we're compromised?
My guess, we dismantle and disappear. Agents go into hiding, Director burrows into some hole, poof, no Christmas party. I need you to find out as much as you can about our snoop. Make sure we're not in danger.
All right, you have any leads?
I traced our hacker snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hlavny, just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment, access the computer they used, and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
I guess the transit authority isn't.
Thanks. Keep digging. Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone. A word of advice, stay off the Augurites web pages this week. They don't want to be caught in a dragnet. Everything's got pretty hairy.
They have better software.
Puśćcie mnie! To na mnie chcete zkoušet solidaritu s augama? Tak to hodně štěstí!
Maybe the connection is that there is no connection.
Close my eyes, but all
Fucked up.
So, you've decided you need some practice, huh? You know the best tip my training officer ever gave me? Reload your weapon before it's empty. Saves time. If you zoom in using iron sight, you'll acquire targets faster. Try it. You'll see the difference. Of course, you know a headshot is the fastest way to take down a target. But watch out for helmets. They'll slow you down. Okay, if your target is wearing armor, you'll do less damage per round. See how many rounds it takes to get through? Let's try armor piercing this time. Easier, right? Remember that, Agent. The right tool for the right situation. Could save your life. Now, let's take a look at the technical targets. These are tougher to disable using regular ammo. They tell me shooting security devices isn't usually the best way to go. You should try to disable them. Once you've disabled a security device, your armor-piercing rounds will take it out more easily. You should always have at least one backup weapon, so you can improvise, adapt, overcome any situation. Hoorah! Seems like you're warmed up now. Let's go over some of the other aspects of your weapons. I like how silencers reduce sound, but the trade-off is less stopping power, less damage per hit. See how much extra ammo you need because of the silencer? Back to normal. But if you need to be quiet, Adam, the silencer's the way to go. Just remember the decreased damage. You know there are several other types of attachments you can use to upgrade your weapons. Keep your eyes open for them. Again, reloading your weapon before it's empty saves time. The pistol in full auto will take down targets fast, but it'll burn through your ammo. That's your refresher, but I'm sure you already knew all that stuff, Adam. Feel free to come back anytime.
Hey, Adam. Hey, Adam, hang on a sec. Filling out supply request forms for McCready and his boys is tedious as hell, but I don't want to give him another reason to say no.
Say no to what?
Are you kidding me? Right now, you're the only active augmented agent we have. I'm hoping to change that, been asking him every week practically, but so far, permission denied.
Really? He give you a reason?
Says my stress levels are too high. Told me I should sign up for meditation classes and drag Chang in with me so he'd chill out and stop changing security codes all the time. It sucks because I really wanted to find out who those crashers in Dubai were.
After the bombing, when Chang changed all the locks and codes, was he under orders? Was there a credible threat to our location?
Maybe, but I don't think so. You know how he gets. Still, he wasn't the only one overreacting this time. A lot of people have been here for over 36 hours, and the state police have not exactly been cooperative.
I can imagine.
It took several hours before we got the security footage from the train station and surrounding streets. It's like they don't trust Interpol. It's weird. I can almost understand Chang's paranoia.
Well, Chang doesn't trust anyone, especially anyone in law enforcement.
Well, if you thought he was high-strung before, the attack only made him more manic. He's making connections no one else sees, and some that may not be there.
Explosions tend to damage things like sensitive electronic equipment.
Right? Try telling him that.
I still can't believe Miller gave the gold mask case to McCready.
Oh, I'm sorry, Adam. You were there too. You're probably as pissed about those guys getting the drop on the team in Dubai as McCready is. Agent Singh is a big loss. But don't blame yourself. I'm sure you did all you could.
You were saying your stress levels were affecting your chances of becoming a field agent. Why is that?
I have a rare resistance to neuropozyne. I need more than the average person, especially in stressful situations. They say I'd be too expensive, so it's not just discrimination. That would be easier to deal with. It's a combination of things.
Well, that combination of things is pretty bad in Prague, and getting worse.
I know, but Interpol was the only agency who would give me a chance, and this is where I was assigned. I have no problem with that. I'll take whatever they throw at me.
Good.
It took me months of rehabilitation, getting used to the new arm, learning how to shoot again, learning how to tie my own boots. But I did it, and I'm better than I was before. I want to help, and I can. My place is out there in the field where I can make a difference. You know that. And if you can do it, so can I.
Don't give up, Arya. Semper Fi.
Hoorah.
Well, I better let you get back to work.
Yeah, sure. Talk to you later. Hey, Adam.
Alex, did we get anything from the Whisper chip?
We got something, but Janus provided the wrong algorithm for the frequencies, so they aren't getting deciphered correctly.
Can you fix it?
I'm a pilot, not a programmer. I can do it, but it's gonna take some time.
Oh, hello. Sorry if I was rude before. If the store had been empty.
We all have our roles to play, Sedlak. How's yours going?
It is giving me new respect for criminals who run front operations. Late shipments, supply problems, random police searches at customs. Ugh.
I thought this store was just a front.
Best Front is a real company. Prahadovos is registered as an international shipping corporation in every country in the EU. I can get an office, way station, or depot up and running anywhere in Europe within 72 hours. I do not suppose you spoke to Agent Chang while you were down there.
He told me you've been hacked. I'm looking into it.
Good. I will sleep better knowing an experienced field agent is on the case.
Anything you can tell me about this hack?
Chang will know more than me. I just told him something strange was going on. Utility statements being accessed, incomplete information on orders, that kind of thing.
The kind of thing that's easy to miss. Surprised you noticed it.
When you have been doing this as long as me, you start to question every little thing. Plus, that old lady kept coming around.
Old lady?
Chatty thing. I thought she was just lonely, until I caught her staring at the terminal when my back was turned.
Did you confront her about it?
I told Chang. Asked him to put a field agent on it.
Field agent?
We both know the deal, Jensen. There are two types of agents in this office. The ones who do the footwork and work the leads, and the ones who analyze them.
And you think Chang's one of those?
I think Chang lives in his head too much. He is good. He's very good. But it is also good that the task force brought in a new psychologist this month.
Well, I better get going. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Do not tell me, tell Chang. I have a cover to keep. I'm glad you were not hurt in the bombing yesterday, Agent Jensen. The task force needs good men like you.
Thanks, Sedlak. Take care.
Take my advice. If you were thinking about shipping something with these people, don't. I knew I should never have done business here. I knew I should never have done business here. A T-46 form? Are they serious? I knew I should never have done business here.
Dating him for 3 months, but he's restricted to precaution. Wait, you're using these fucking planks?
Hezky vybavení.
My goodness.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Think those concerned. Priority 1. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archive in the world.
Around the clock, around the world. Like News, always watching, because you are always watching. Turning now to Prague, a city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terrorist attack. Killed and hundreds more injured yesterday. after Dr. Dallas Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Oodalek complex. Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that... But with the United Nations set to debate the human restoration... This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus... Now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world.
Chang, I think I have something on our secret admirer. Group called Samizdat. Mean anything to you?
You mean those conspiracy nuts? Very bad for business. How much do they know?
I'm not sure. They're hiding somewhere in the sewers, in the Davni district.
Find out whatever you can. What they know, what they want. If they blow the task force's cover, it's only a matter of time before someone blows up the task force.
Don't worry, Chang. I don't want the walls coming down just yet.
I don't think anyone... Hey there. You looking for a new stereo system?
I don't really get much time to listen to music.
How about movies? You like movies? Or maybe you got other interests?
What do you mean by other interests?
Well, I figure a man like you, he might need a little energy boost from time to time.
You're not talking about protein bars, are you?
Biocells, my friend. In perfect working order and completely under the radar.
Sure, I'll take one.
Well, that's it. You've cleaned me out.
What kind of movies are we talking about?
Oh, never mind. I was just making a stupid joke.
What you really mean is you don't want to tell me, since it's obvious I didn't come here for that. Calm down. I'm not a cop. I think I'll be on my way.
Feel free to come back if you change your mind.
Suggests that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it. This is
Exclusivity, anonymity, security. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age, and we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns a priority.
I am always telling you, Vano. People in all country are more genuine. They treat each other with respect. If a man has something to say, he says it to your face. Politely. That is what...
Go away, Clegg. We're closed.
Oh, he is not here to gamble, Vano. Are you?
You're Otar?
I am Mr. Botkovelli, yes. And who are you?
I'm here on behalf of a concerned third party.
Oh, you hear that, Vano? Our guest is a very private person.
I found it pays to be cautious when you don't know exactly who you're dealing with.
That is true. But sometimes it can create problems which could have been avoided had they been more forthcoming. If neither man is willing to compromise, they cannot reach a satisfactory understanding.
I would like to avoid any misunderstandings.
Good. So in this case, since you already know my name, no doubt other things about me, I think you owe me the same courtesy.
I think the best way to describe me is a troubleshooter, and a friend of Vaclav Kohler. He tells me you have a shipment for him, so I figured I'd do him a favor and pick it up.
Look, Vano. The man who still believes in dealing honestly. But only up to a point. Kohler must have told you that I refused to give him the calibrator. You know, dealing with logs these days is bad business. How desperate Kohler must be to send someone like you. And the answer is still no.
I'm here because there are certain ideals like friendship and keeping one's word that are worth any risk. You look like the kind of man who understands that.
You remember, Vano? When I told you that nobody knows what loyalty means anymore? Some people still do. So tell me, Mr. Friendship, how far are you willing to go to help out a friend in need?
If someone needs my help, I give it. Any way I can.
It is like I am always telling him, you can get a lot accomplished just by having a conversation. I will let you have the calibrator.
Thanks. And what's it gonna cost me?
Listen to the man, Vano. Even when he gets what he wants, he does not trust it. What shall we do with such a man? What will it cost? A favor.
What kind of favor?
Don't worry. I will let you know in due time. It won't be too painful. Not for you. What do you say? Do we have a deal, Mr.
Jensen, we have a deal.
Excellent. Upstairs in my office, you will find Kohler's calibrator. I will be in touch. Why are you still here? Upstairs, I said.
Word of this cannot reach Radic.
Неси свои деньги в другое место.
You do not have the right.
Devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside Rusika train station. I do not need to remind you folks.
Эй, все, хватит. would think the upper class would be a little more neat. What if I get some disease?
Мне нужен отпуск. This is Eliza Cassell. Reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News.
Видел, тут крыса была.
All right, Kohler. I've got your neuroplasticity calibrator.
That's great! I'm gonna pencil you in for that optimization procedure. Just as soon as I'm done with this house call.
What house call?
I got this other client, you know, doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Neither do I, Kohler. Call me when you're ready.
Never expected to see Mr. Botkoveli and dream. The local authorities have made gambling Ты illegal. согласен с тем, что босс вчера
You
сказал?
cannot always kill a man for every little thing. That is ridiculous. Do you know why, Vano? Why are you still here? Upstairs, I said.
Because then there's nobody left to pay you?
That is only the third most important reason.
Loyalty is a big thing for Видишь там что-нибудь? Relax. It's not your
The
problem.
Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the underground media wants to sing. This is Eliza Cassell, reporting to you live from Picus. Ariel is constantly bringing you back to the greatest hit.
Not turning my back on that Uyawok. Me is irrelevant.
What do you mean you think he'd make a better capo? Mr. Nicolazzi, he is a great man. This family, it is where it is because of him. What? What do you think that is?
Ale spěcháme bez urážky.
I have no idea where half these exits lead.
Keep back, jerk.
I'm not interested in what you're selling.
Go away.
Best place to be is under the city, my friend. Homeless, poor, struggling. Even orcs end up here. Better than going city.
Mi snad kurva nakážou, abych šel rozdávat lístky ze špatný parkování. Hajzl leze do říky a dostane povýšení.
Buy from me, go away happy.
Tady je další.
I always get a little nervous when I go into the subway. I don't like the feeling.
today.
Move it, Hansa.
I'll quit, that's all.
Access granted.
Who would even listen to that crap?
There's going to be a candlelight vigil next Monday in front of the former Lynn clinic. It would be really nice if the augmented people of this city could count on us.
I wish the city would do something about all the graffiti. It is disgusting. These buildings would be lovely if they weren't covered in paint.
Can't stand this. Well, it certainly is nice to see some of you augmented are still doing well for themselves.
Come on, you know how this goes. Whatever.
Slyšeli jste zprávy?
Looks like a metro pass. You trying to be funny?
Mám ti to zopakovat? Já anglicky
I've lived in Prague my whole life.
If you're hoping to buy something from me, you're out of luck.
Well, it looks like you. You're clear.
Do not mind me, I was just leaving.
I hope not. Someone there?
Wouldn't treat a dog like that. Who listens to that garbage?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Enough problems already. Stay safe.
There is no such thing as free will. We are programmed from birth.
Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured. Bombs exploded inside Rosita train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Telly's friends.
Do not kill me. I have a family.
Česky, prosím tě.
Who the hell are you?
I'm telling you.
Don't bother me.
You're too clean to be one of them. I'm telling you. I hear whispers in the wall.
They speak.
You sure it's not in your head, brother?
Quack, quack, typing. Computers, don't you hear it?
I don't hear anything.
You can do this.
Boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs. Causing several Fortune 100 companies to go bankrupt.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Circulation agenda, big global impact story. Then segue into earthquakes and clones, follow up on Dubai, and finish with global. What are we on proud of the war?
You're asking all the right questions. Still needs an ending.
You said that place is a front for a front. I want to know more. I want facts. Bones, what the...
Don't shoot! We're
Shit.
journalists!
Who invited the agent type?
Who are you? What do you want? Why are you here? You here because of the Dubai story? The article about the moon base? The clones on the moon base? Who sent you?
I'm here for Samizdat. You in charge?
I take charge, but I'm not in charge, man. No one owns or dictates the truth. Freedom of information is a collective right, and a collective responsibility. That said, you gonna break someone's nose? You break my nose.
I didn't come here to break anything. I just need you to cooperate.
I spent my 20s in a commune, man. I'm all about cooperation.
Good. It's about something you've been looking into. It's making some people nervous. What do you know about Pravdovos?
Oh, that little import company? I know there's more than boxes in the basement. We've seen agent types come in and out. The place is a curtain. The first in a series of many. Pull them all back and you'll find... Damn. Tell me I'm wrong.
It's a dead end.
Right. Guys like you always come down here because of dead ends.
Fine. Then what if it's something other people are already looking into? If someone like you makes too much noise, that may compromise any chance they have of uncovering something bigger. Do you understand?
I'm supposed to believe we're colleagues now? You men in black types, you walk into Pike's newsroom, tell them to be hush-hush about something, and they do it. But that's not how it works here. One day, you will all be exposed. If not by me, then someone just like me. Samizdat isn't one voice. K isn't one man.
What did you mean when you said K wasn't one man?
K is an ideal, the intangible leader of tangible resistance. You can kill me, but then little K would become K. Kill little K and Bones over there becomes K. There's always a K.
And what if you kill Bones?
You can't kill Bones, man. Bones isn't real. I think he was one of them. He was supposed to be a prince of Belgium, man, but then he broke his condition. We found him inside this fucking cult, all confused, so we reprogrammed him with the truth.
Right. Suppose I needed to make a deal with Samizdat. There's no one person I can talk to?
Depends on the deal. I mean, there's always going to be an editor. Editor makes the final call on all published material. That would be me.
So you could ensure that something doesn't get talked about?
Depends on the deal.
What exactly do you do down here?
Samizdat is a media uprising. While Picus panders to corporate tyranny and government bullshit, we pump out the truth. We uncover it, we write it, we publish it. We get our noses broke for it.
So you print pamphlets?
Well, we do a lot more than that. We got ways of getting into Picus media network. That's how we disseminate information.
Information you get by hacking into places you shouldn't.
The truth is buried. If digging it up means skirting a few rules, so be it.
I need you to stop looking into Pravdovos, but not for the reason you assume.
Relax, I get it. You don't think I do, but I do. You got to appease your military industrial masters. We've all been there, man.
I'm not who you think I am. The kinds of people who manipulate the news, who cover things up. You don't need to convince me that's who the enemy is.
The enemy is anyone who conceals the truth. And that's exactly what you're asking me to do. To pretend like that little import company isn't hiding something.
I'm asking you to see a difference between conspiracy and discretion. Between people who hide information in order to push their own agendas, and those who need to stay off the radar in order to do their jobs. You, of all people, should understand.
Okay. Okay, look. You seem like a reasonable guy, huh? Hell, I've usually been punched by now. I find this refreshing. Here's the deal. We promise to forget all about Pravdovos and stay out of your way as long as you give us something better.
What do you suggest?
The only thing I hate more than secret organizations are toothless media conglomerates who don't hold anyone accountable, who spit lie after lie after lie. So I propose a trade. There are places my people can't get into. You get into one of those places and find me some dirt on the real enemy here. Picus Media. Do that, and I'll cut whatever you want me to cut. Who knows? Maybe you'll even learn something.
Alright, what do you want to know about Picus?
I want skeletons! The kind that companies like Picus come all the way to Prague just to bury. Corporate archiving, man.
Corporate archiving, huh? You asking me to break into a bank?
I'm not talking vaults here. Ashani Talvar, the Palisade CEO, she leverages her clients, keeps information about them close at hand. She's got something on Picus, I know it. I just can't get to it, but I bet you could. You poke into her office, find something that proves how nasty Picus is, how much they love to piss on the truth, and I promise you this, I'll misplace any file you want.
I'll look into it. In the meantime, don't publish anything until I get back.
Don't worry. Oh, and while you're there, feel free to snoop around. Who knows what else you might learn.
We'll see.
I still think we should lead with Moonbase.
In yet another augmented terror attack.
So, you go...
What do you need me to do exactly?
Dig up some dirt on Picus Media at the property bank. When you have something, we'll talk about getting the truth out there to the people.
What are you working on right now? What's your big story?
We don't write stories, man. We bombard with facts. 63% of all earthquakes since 1997 were caused by geological bombs. Did you know that?
Must have missed that one.
There is nothing natural about these disasters. You like figures? 7.1 million Augs left in the world. That's down 89% since the incident. Darknet chatter, man, up 73% since that thing in Dubai. It's all related. You want a spoiler? You want the bottom line? I'll tell you. All part of a selective depopulation agenda they've had from the beginning. The means change, the targets change, but not the ideal. And our governments, they know about this, but the public has no idea. Why? Why is that? Because Picus controls 94% of the world's media, and 97% of what they report is complete bullshit! That's a fact.
You mentioned something about Dubai. What do you know about what happened there?
Ex built our mercenaries working with local Slavic gangsters caught in the middle of a puppet show in the Middle East. The whole thing was carefully crafted vaudeville.
Crafted by who?
Someone who likes to rig the game. Puppet on each hand, man.
Where do you get this information from? Who is your source?
Voices in the dark, man. The moment you fall asleep is the moment they start talking. Psst, Defal, Kidara, Kilva, Changdala. That's what I hear. Whispers out of reach. It's like a scent. Something no one can hold on to yet.
So you have no idea?
I got plenty of ideas, but the more I talk, the less I can hear. Besides, journalistic integrity, man. We're not Picus down here, okay? We're one of the few media outlets left that aren't part of the global control mechanism. Indirect means on one side, direct means on the other. And once you're in the wheels of the machine, you're finished!
Don't go anywhere.
Technological superiority? It can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers.
Think of us as counterculture patriots. Our mission? To inform people, to offer up.
I finally got through to my contact in the trade office. He said, fuck off.
Keep buying things. Keep giving them out.
When they rigged the electronic voting system.
I do not talk to strangers, and you are definitely a stranger.
Are you showing off?
Go away. I couldn't imagine what it's like to be augmented these days.
Got to stay out of the sight of the cops around here. They don't like us hanging around this district, especially during the day.
There are radiation around.
I couldn't believe it when I saw the test results. Spanish flu.
That's impossible. We eradicated Spanish flu decades.
Until yesterday, I would have agreed.
Have you ever gone into the watchmaker's shop? Stop this. Identification. Back in time. The shopkeeper was late on his protection payments.
If you're
So my client
interested
beat
in
him to
certain
death.
special items, you should ask the guy.
Welcome, welcome.
Nice gear you've got here.
All high-end. And you look like you know high-end. Which biotech did your job? Not Isolate. They don't come in black.
You try this on all your customers?
Just the ones made of carbon fiber. As one enthusiast to another, you can tell me.
Gonna have to disappoint you.
Maybe you can make it up to me. You look like the kind of man who might have access to breach software.
That stuff's illegal.
Come on, man, don't play around. You know why it's illegal. You know the world governments don't want us to find out their dirty secrets, but we will. And you can help us. Be part of the revolution. Anyway, just think about it. All the details are in the computer. Want to have a look? To sell or to buy?
Sure.
Great. Go ahead. This is fantastic. The cause is very, very grateful. Take this. A gift for a true freedom fighter. Mm-hmm. Good choice.
Nothing for me.
I'm not going to pull a social log on you. In the market for something, aren't you? You've come to the right place.
The rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks.
Hey, you! So, got multi-tools for sale in... Yeah, I know.
You don't belong here, Clank. Santo built housing just for you types. Why don't you stay there? Нет. Я то видел. Нет.
Another one.
I love working at the bank, but those cargo security...
I can't believe Gold they're or letting anything, you it only stores data?
That's right. In any format data. Hard drives, archival papers, prototypes, proprietary research.
Peter. My favorite thing about Ludwig's is that there are no Clanks allowed. So I don't have to see them, I don't have to smell them, and they can't pest me.
There's an outdoor terrace with no walls. They pass by all the time, and there's nothing stopping them from walking over and asking for a handout.
It's the thought that counts. It lets them know they don't belong with good, upstanding people. Besides, you're not pro-AUG, are you?
Hello! I just wanted to say that you think Ludwig's policy makes any difference.
Between you and me, folks, the Collective is one of the most dangerous organizations in the
Access granted.